Dontaesboxingnation, what's going on, guys? So about 3 days ago, it was reported that Gervonta Tank Davis will be fighting against Frank Martin. It was reported that they had both agreed to all the terms, so we all pretty much assumed that it was a done deal. But a day after that announcement, Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis, Gervonta's trainers, they went on the Rise podcast. And Calvin said the fight is not happening. Calvin Ford said there's some things that Gervonta Tank Davis doesn't want to do. So this is what Calvin and Kenny said about the actual fight. So the guy who's doing the podcast, he's under the impression that the fight is already a done deal like we all are. And this is what Kenny and Calvin Ford tells him.
They already knew a couple weeks ago who Tank was fighting.
Who?
They said they already knew a couple weeks ago who Tank was fighting.
It ain't in concrete yet. I don't believe that.
Oh no, it's in concrete.
Listen. Did you hear Tank say it yet? Did you hear Al Heyman say it yet?
Yep.
You feel me?
You heard what I said? You must ain't hear what I said.
What?
I said yes.
What Tank said?
No, not Tank.
Al Heyman. What did he say?
From the PBC directly. What's going on, Coach?
What's happening?
I can't see you. We don't talk to no doc.
Everybody talking about that Frank Martin stuff. I said, no, ain't happening.
Huh?
Ain't happening.
Al Heyman ain't said it yet.
I'm going to tell y'all the whole story. What's his name? Dad is talking about it because he heard about it. That's all. And it was in the air a long time ago. Remember I talked about it, Kenny?
Mm-hmm.
It really happening yet.
Yeah, because they talking today like it was like signed and sealed.
No, it's not happening. That name did come across the tape.
Yeah.
It's not happening yet. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain things that Tank don't want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, you know, Senior, when you kept asking me, I say that name did come, but it's not happening. You know, it's other things, you know, but other things involved with it and whatnot. So again, unless something changed, when he sit there and say no, that's not happening. You know, I'm getting that it's not happening.
So that's what Calvin Ford says. Once again, he says this after the announcement that they have both agreed to all terms. But then Kenny Ellis, he just did a recent interview about 6 or 7 hours ago where he's breaking down the fight with Frank Martin, talking about how the fight is going to play out and how good of an opponent Frank Martin is. So I don't really know what's going on, but what I do know is this would be a really, really bad move for Gervonta Tank Davis to not take this Frank Martin fight, especially if he's not fighting against a better opponent like a Shakur Stevenson. Because I had already told you guys, you know, outside of Shakur Stevenson, this is the best opponent for Gervonta, at least at 135. Of course, the best opponent would be Devin Haney. But if you're not fighting against Devin Haney and you stand at 135, the best opponent would be Shakur Stevenson. And then after that, it would be either Lomachenko or Frank Martin. Right now, Gervonta Tank Davis has been out of the ring for over a year. He's 29 years old, and this would have been the biggest test of his career, fighting against someone like Frank Martin, an undefeated black slick fighter. Calvin Ford said there are certain things that Gervonta doesn't want to do. That's a really interesting thing to say. I wonder what he means by that. But we'll find out soon if this fight is officially going to happen or it's not. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes,
fever blisters, diabetic ulcers,
this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Deki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodeki.com.
Like them on Facebook and follow them on Instagram.
Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.